I present to you Fright in the box. No, it's not me. It's what's inside of this box. This is a Spirit Halloween exclusive animatronic that was sent to me from one of my viewers. I've done a few videos on Spirit Halloween for the 2020 season. And I made note that this was one of my favorite items that came out this year. And this was sent to me, and I still am in disbelief that I actually own this now. It's in my home, and I get to have a really good time with this. In this video, we're going to unbox it, put it together, and watch what it does. If you ever wanted to see what an animatronic looks like when you bring it to your very own home, this video may answer those questions for you, but I'm really excited to have this. I'm really grateful to receive it as a gift, and can't wait to show you what it does. So without wasting more time, let's get started. Now, I can tell you that this is my very first animatronic. I've never owned one other than like some little toy ones, but to have a full-size Spirit Halloween exclusive animatronic is mind-blowing. I even got the step pad, the pressure pad, which will activate it, because I believe these work off a sensor if you walk by or show motion, or you can activate it with the pad. So we're probably going to use this for demonstration purposes, but it's a pretty big box, so let's not wasting more time and dig into it. And it's like Salem's making an appearance. She wants to inspect it too. Okay, so we got a lot of boxes in here. Boxes inside of boxes. Hopefully this doesn't really require much work to put it together. I'm not the greatest at assembling things, but I think I'll be able to figure it out. So we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to actually install my head cam, my little Osmo Action head camera, and you guys will be able to see what I'm doing from over here, and then we'll come back to you guys once it's all assembled. So let's get assembling. Okay, so you're not helping there, Salem. Let's start opening some boxes. Oh, so this is like the brains of it here. So the sensor pad goes there. You can plug in speakers. There's volume, the 6-volt power supply, and you can put on step pad or on, which will be probably motion activated. And we do have a couple little screws. And that's one empty box. Oh, here it is. Here's the face. Wow. He looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. It's good detail on it. The shadowing, the makeup. He's got the Ronald McDonald nose. He's got some really terrifying eyes. And it's just a head with the wire. So he plugs in probably into here somewhere. Yeah, one of the connectors there. So we'll put him off to the side for right now. But he looks awesome. So here is empty box number 2. I'm sure the cats will go into that one. This one has something taped to it. Oh, so here is, looks like part of the base maybe. Didn't realize there's so many individual pieces, but you don't really get to see the behind the scenes at the store. Is already assembled. boy. This is more involved than I was anticipating. Okay, so we got a bunch of pieces here. This is the mechanism that makes it pop up with some wires and stuff. Here is the bow tie. It goes around his neck. This is the skirting that covers everything. So it's kind of like that, as you can see on the box there. So yeah, this is definitely going to require a little bit of effort to make sure I do this correctly. Okay, so this is now free to move. Still don't know where anything goes, but at least we're making a little bit of headway here. So I do know this wire will plug into here. Electrical stuff I'm okay with. It's the hardware stuff that I have trouble with, so it's going to take it one step at a time. Got another box here, another electrical connection. Okay, so we'll put all that together. I do have the handle. This is the crank for like the... You don't actually crank it. It does it by itself, but it does come with that. What's this? This is the power supply. At least I know what that is and what it does. That's going to supply power to the unit. Now it does have instructions. It shows you everything that it comes with. So I'm going to end up reverting to this to make sure I put it together appropriately. There is the frame, which is this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the rest of it unboxed. I'm going to start assembling, and then I'll bring you guys back to show you some midway progress, let you know what I covered. Okay, made a little bit of progress. I'll show you what I did so far. I did assemble a cage. So it's all a frame now. All they did is push together little snap locks, like little push pins. I mounted the mechanism that will turn this, the handle. So that'll eventually go on there. And I mounted the main motor into the wooden base, just with a little push out pin. And now I'm going to be going on to the next step, which is, I believe, is mounting the wooden frame, this to here. I think it's going to go across the bottom there. And after that, we'll be getting the head mounted. So once I get the head mounted, we'll pick up from there. Okay, so I do have Lily helping me because it is kind of a team effort here. We do have the head on here. It's screwed into place. It's attached to the motorized arm, which is attached to the wooden base. And then we have the control box here, which is just here with Velcro. And we have all the connections plugged in. So one's for the head, for the lights. One is for the motor to make it move, and one is for the crank over here. So everything is hooked up, minus the 6-volt connection, which will come later. Now we have to start dressing the clown with the kind of, I guess it would be this, the shroud, the bow tie, and then we have the coverings there to go around the outside, like the protective covering shell. So once we get that put on, we'll continue from there and show you what else is left. But it's actually not too bad. If you have two people, it does go much easier. But as long as you follow the instructions, it's you know, pretty self-explanatory. It does a pretty good job at explaining everything. So we're going to be continuing on right here. Okay, so first thing, I made a mistake. The head was on backwards. It has to face closest to the side here, which actually says front down there. So the head, we had to turn around. We attached the kind of shroud to cover everything in the bow tie. And now we're going to be assembling the covers that go around the outside of it. And I think at that point we'll be close to being done. And we'll be able to try it out and see how well it performs. But all in all, not too bad. Just a little tedious. You got to take your time. But it's coming together slowly but surely. So I guess we'll return once it's completed and we'll have some fun with it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you inside here, everything is wired up. We had to take it apart a little bit because the front panel here has the IR sensor. So that has a wire which plugs into the box, and I had to install the plug for the step pad, the pressure pad. So everything's all wired up now. We're going to finish putting the remaining panels on, including the top, and then we're going to power it on, and hopefully it works according to plan. Maybe give him a little hairdo, a little brush. But yeah, we're going to finish this up and we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we finally completed it. It took longer than expected. Some of it was due to my fault, making mistakes. Being my first time ever putting one of these together, it was a little bit troublesome, but the instructions definitely did help. Having Lily as a partner helped too. But we're going to demonstrate a couple different things here. We got the pressure pad set up right now, so when you step on it, it activates it. Over here, I want you to pay attention to the crank, which will spin around. And then we're going to do a couple different demonstrations to show you with the lights on, lights off, and some close-ups of it. But all in all, I am pretty impressed with how it came out and that it is actually working. One mistake I did have though is when I had all the wiring together, the main motor that activates the arm, the mechanism, I had it in the wrong way. So when I powered it on, everything was working except him popping out of the box. His arm wouldn't move. So I just reconnected it the proper way, and it started working. So Lily's going to hit the pad, and we're going to watch. That is awesome. He's laughing, slowly lowering back down. So a couple things I want to mention is that there is a volume control. I have the volume all the way up right now just so you guys can hear it. It is quite loud. There's also a 3.5 millimeter jack to hook up external speakers. So if you have some big surround sound speakers, you can make it sound like it's like really in your house, like, you know, live and right in front of you. But the pressure pad does not come with it, I don't believe. I believe the person who sent this to me ordered that separate, and that comes with, like, I believe, like a 20-foot cord. It's really long. It could be put far away, so that way when someone's approaching your house or walking through your house, they can step on it. By the time they get to this, it's going to pop out of the box. I'm going to switch it to the IR sensor right now, which is in the control panel. When you do that, the little sensor in the front should activate it when we walk by it. So we'll do that next. Okay, I switched it over to IR mode. So the little sensor in front should pick up Lily when she walks by it. So, yep, works with sensor now. Okay, next we're going to kill the lights, and you'll be able to see how it looks with the glowing eyes. Okay, so here we go with the lights off. How's it look? How's it look? Lily gives it a thumbs up. She's like, what is that? So here's how it looks on the inside, and looks really good. If you have to adjust anything, the skirt or the shroud around it is Velcroed. So all you do is remove the Velcro, and you can stick your hand down there to adjust the volume or switch from sensor to pressure pad. You can also access it from the bottom, but at any time though, there is a Velcro seam right there. And that's how it looks. The box looks completely incredible. It's got that kind of like a dark circus feel to it, and not only does it look good, but it performs as expected. Although, I mean, it's brand new, it should. But it's not going to be used quite as often as a Spirit Halloween store prop or animatronic, so it should last quite a few years. And there's the IR sensor right there. So anytime you get any motion in front of that, it will be activated. But that is what a Spirit Halloween store animatronic looks like once you put it together. Fright in the Box was one of the best ones for the 2020 Halloween season, and I am very happy with it. Okay guys, that concludes my video for today of Fright in the Box, the Spirit Halloween animatronic. Being my first one, this is something I will never forget. A big special thank you to the viewer who did send this out to me. Her and her husband paid close attention to what I was saying in the video for the Spirit Halloween store tour. And when I said this one is my favorite, they paid close attention, were able to find it and have it shipped to me. And now it's going to be a permanent addition in my house here. I just can't say enough good things about it. You can hear the excitement, you can see the smile on my face. It's completely awesome. Unfortunately, we don't get many trick-or-treaters here, but when we do have friends or guests over, this will be definitely something that they're going to encounter when they come to the house. It might stay out year-round, who knows. If you have any questions about anything you saw as far as the assembly, installing it, how it works, stuff like that, I'll do my best to answer your questions. Just leave them down below in the comment section. Otherwise, if you want to see any more Halloween related videos, I will have a Halloween playlist down below in the description. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening to me struggle putting this together. Wasn't that bad, just a kid. More importantly, I just wanted to say to each and every one of you to stay safe, have a great Halloween, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.